Okay, first of all, morning to all of you. By the grace of great Vaheguru, let us start our today's topic. Our today's topic is band theory of solids. Band theory of solids. तो ये हमने पहले भी कर रखा है, तो ठीक है. हम initially start करेंगे band theory of solid and the qualitative explanation. Qualitative explanation. As we all know that an atom consists, a solid consists of atoms, and solid consists of atoms, and atom consists of electrons. Atom consists of electrons. See, let us say I have two atoms. I have two atoms. Okay. Where I will show. Let us say I have two atoms. This is one atom. There is another atom. Okay. See, at the center of the atom, the heavy core part is called a nucleus. It's called a nucleus, and electrons are supposed to be revolving around the nucleus. Okay. Similarly, from another atom, the center part is called a core nucleus, and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So what will happen when the atoms are far away from each other? Can they interact? जब ये atoms दूर होंगे, can they interact? Interact means attract or repel. क्या इनमें interaction होगी? नहीं हो. When the atoms are very far away from each other, then there will be no interaction between the atoms. Okay. Now where the interaction will start? As soon as the atoms comes close to each other, they will start to interact with each other. How? I'll tell you. See, this is called positive nucleus, which is having core part, massive part. So this nucleus will attract this electron. When these two nuclei, when these two atoms come close to each other, what will happen? This nucleus will attract this electron, as well as this nucleus will repel this nucleus also, because they will interact. They will interact. See, this positive nucleus will attract this electron, as well as this positive nucleus will repel this. Similarly, the same thing will be applying on this second atom, atom 2. Okay, atom 2 nucleus will attract these electrons, as well as this will repel the inner nucleus of the first atom. So it means when the atoms come close to each other, जब atoms पास होना start होते हैं, they will start interact. Interact. Okay. तो जब वो interaction करते हैं, तब क्या होता है कि हमारे पास क्या होता है कि we have energy levels. तब वहाँ पे band formation होती है. वहाँ पे क्या होती है? Then there will be a band formation. तो दो लाइनें लिखिए, फिर आगे बताते हैं. लिखिए. As we know that a solid composed of atoms is solids composed of atoms, and atom consists of electrons. We know that solid consists of atoms and atom consists of electrons. Second point, as the atoms come nearer to each other to form a closed packed periodic structure, they start interacting strongly. जो मैंने बोला वही मैं लिखवा रहा हूँ, ठीक है? They start interacting strongly. Second point, by the interaction, nucleus, positive nucleus of one atom attracts the electrons. Positive nucleus of one atom attracts the electrons, and the repel of nucleus of adjacent atom. पहले वाला न्यूक्लियस दूसरे को रिपेल करेगा, दूसरे वाला न्यूक्लियस पहले न्यूक्लियस को रिपेल करेगा, ठीक है? एंड रिपेल दी न्यूक्लियस ऑफ एडजेसेंट एटम एंड वाइस वर्सा. Okay. Next point. As a result, instead of one energy level, The same for all n isolated atoms. The same for n isolated atoms. अब मान लीजिए यहाँ पे 2 atoms नहीं है. Let us assume that we have not 2 atoms. There are n number of atoms. There are n number of atoms. So what will happen? This is for the 2 atoms. For n number of atoms, comma, which fall into groups. Which fall into groups. They fall into the groups. दोबारा बोलूं? As a result, instead of one energy level, the same for all n isolated atoms. The same for all n isolated atoms, comma, there are n closely spaced. There are n closely spaced separate levels, which falls into the groups. Which falls into the group. ठीक है. जैसे आप बच्चे बैठे हो, सारे इकट्ठे बैठ जाते तो क्या बन जाता है कि बैंड बन जाता है. क्या बन जाता है? बैंड. अगर अलग अलग बैठे हो तो क्या बनेगा? फिर बैंड ही बनेगा. ठीक है. बस में ज़्यादा भीड़ हो जाती है तो क्या कैसे लगता है कि एक पूरा का पूरा बैंड ही है. तो वही बात कह रहा है कि when we have n number of atoms, then they will form a group, and that can be regarded as a band. Okay. From this side, there arise n closely spaced separate levels which falls into the groups. Full stop. The energy levels are so closely. These energy levels are so closely spaced so that they can form a band. They can form a band which is called energy band. Which is called a energy band. मतलब ऐसे हो जाता है. देखो कैसे हो जाता है. इधर देखो एक ये तो देखो ये क्या हुआ. These energy levels are very close. These energy levels are very, जैसे आपके बेंच लगे हुए हैं. बेंच क्या बहुत पास हैं. ये पहला बेंच है, सेकंड बेंच, थर्ड बेंच, फोर्थ बेंच, फिफ्थ बेंच. जब बेंच बहुत पास हो जाएंगे तो ये क्या बन गया है? ये सारा क्या बन गया है? बैंड. फॉर्म अ बैंड. तो ये बता रहा है कि जब n नंबर ऑफ एटम्स आते हैं तो n नंबर ऑफ एटम्स दे स्टार्ट इंटरेक्टिंग विद ईच अदर. उनके जो एनर्जी लेवल्स होते हैं, these energy levels are very close, and these closely energy levels can be regarded as a energy band. तो इसको बोलते हैं एनर्जी बैंड. ठीक है. यहाँ से बैंड हुई. ठीक है. एनर्जी बैंड. नेक्स्ट लिखिए, हेडिंग कर दीजिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब हम इसको एग्जाम्पल से समझते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट में से लिखिए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल let us consider a situation. Let us consider a situation where n, capital N, where n hydrogen atoms approach to each other to form solid hydrogen. अगर हाइड्रोजन के एटम पास आएंगे तो क्या बनेगा? H2. क्या बनेगा? H2. वही बता रहे हैं. ठीक है. let us consider that the n hydrogen atoms approach each other to form solid hydrogen. To form a solid hydrogen. अब देखो हाइड्रोजन एटम के पास कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन हैं? एक. कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन हैं? व्हाट इज द एटॉमिक नंबर ऑफ हाइड्रोजन? कितना बेटा? 1 ही है ना. अब उसका क्या बना? कॉन्फ़िगरेशन क्या बना? 1s. क्या बना? 1s1. तो दिस इज इट मींस इट हैज ओनली वन इलेक्ट्रॉन. इट हैज ओनली इसके एटम के पास एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन है. ठीक है. तो लिखिए ईच हाइड्रोजन एटम इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय वन इलेक्ट्रॉन. Each hydrogen atom is characterized by one electron. Ambuj, please write on your copy. Each hydrogen atom is characterized by one electron having 1s energy level. Having 1s energy level corresponding to write with the red pen. Corresponding to atomic orbital sign. Corresponding to atomic orbital sign. ठीक है दोस्तों. जो हमारी हेडिंग है हाइड्रोजन एटम has only one electron. Atomic number is 1, so it has only one electron. Okay. Let us assume that psi is the atomic orbital. Psi is the atomic orbital. Full stop. Okay. Next point लिखिए. Let us assume that two atoms A and B. Let us assume that two atoms A and B. Let us assume that two atoms A and B. अगर एक एटम है तो एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल क्या होगा? psi. अगर दो एटम्स हैं तो उनका नंबर क्या हो गया? A and B. ठीक है. Let us assume that two atoms A and B. तो A का एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल क्या होगा? A है एटॉमिक ऑर्बिटल psi A and B has atomic orbital psi b. I get your point. Yes. So please write. Let us assume that two atoms A and B, and we assume that D is the size of atom. D is the size of atom. देखिए ये एटम है, इसका साइज मतलब इसका डायमीटर. लेट अस अज्यूम दैट D is the size of atom. ठीक है. D is the size of atom A and B. D is the size of atom A and B. And in the first scenario, in the first case, let us assume that this situation. And next point लिखिए. And they are separated by a distance r. And they are separated by distance r. D is the size of atom. D is the size of atom A and B. And R is the separation between the atoms. R is the separation between the atoms. And we clearly see that R is much greater than D. R is greater than D. क्या atoms interact करेंगे? Will the atoms will interact? No, because they are very far away from each other. जो बेंच पे पहला बच्चा बैठा है, क्या वो लास्ट वाले बच्चे के साथ इंटरेक्शन करेगा? बातचीत कर सकता है? साथ वाला साथ के साथ तो बातचीत कर सकता है, लास्ट वाले के साथ बातचीत नहीं कर सकता. तो सिमिलरली, so this is called a non-interacting atom. This is called a non-interacting atom. Non-interacting atom means when the separation between the atoms is very large as compared to the size of atom. As compared to the size of atom or dimension of atom. I get your point. So see, R the separation between the Joseph. Are you getting this? See, R the separation between the two atoms A and B. I will put A and B, and we can clearly see that R is much greater than D. So this is a clear example of the non-interacting atoms. So atoms will not supposed to interact. It means no interaction means no attraction, no repulsion. No attraction, no repulsion. Okay. This side. So in this case, the atoms do not interact. ये diagram बना लीजिए. Make this diagram number 5. Diagram बनाइए. डायग्राम बना के यहाँ पे बना लीजिए एक बार दोबारा. ठीक है. जो मैंने बोला है लिखिए. R is much greater than D. R is much greater than D. So the atoms do not interact. And the atomic orbital psi A and psi B are not affected. And the atomic orbital psi A and psi B are not affected. And they have an energy level E. तो देखो psi A और psi B का एनर्जी लेवल क्या है? सेम. क्या है? सेम है. देखो सेम है ना. अगर ये मान लो 10 है, ये भी कितने लेवल पे है? 10. ऊपर क्या होगा? 10 से ज्यादा, नीचे क्या होगा? 10 से कम. तो देखिए, क्योंकि A और B इंटरेक्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो A और B का लेवल क्या है? सेम. दोनों सेम लेवल पे हैं. A and B are not interacting. It means the energy level of A will be equal to the energy level of B. Both have the energy level E. Let us say this is 100, this is 100. They are matching. Okay. This is the case when the atoms are not interacting. Okay. Now please write. Next point. Next point. When the atoms will start to interact. This is case. Diagram number 6 बनाइए आप. Diagram number 6 बनाइए. Now we will discuss the next case when the atoms come close to each other. When the atoms come close to each other, and please make this diagram. Diagram number 6. When the atoms come close to each other, they will start interact. They will start interact. They will start interact as shown in figure 6. As shown in figure 6. Interact means now R is equal to D. R is equal to D. Okay. The atom A is just touching the atom B. Please write A. Okay. In this case, psi A and psi B will overlap. In this case, the atomic orbitals psi A and psi B will overlap and form molecular orbital. There will be overlapping. There will be overlapping of psi A and psi B. Psi is the wave function of atom A. Wave function of atomic orbital. Psi B is the wave function of atomic orbital of atom B. Now psi A and psi B will overlap. Will overlap to form molecular orbital. To form a molecular orbital. So we can write ये expression लिखिए psi plus is equal to. So we can write the molecular orbital psi plus as a linear combination of psi and psi b. तो देखिए जब वो पास आ रहे हैं तब interaction start हो रही है. As atoms comes closer to each other, they start interact. When the interaction it means there is a overlapping. There is a overlapping. As a result, we can write psi plus is equal to C1 psi A plus C2 psi B, or psi minus is C3 psi A minus C4 psi B. Now see, this is the wave function. This is the wave function of the or atomic orbital for psi A. तो देखिए यहाँ पे ठीक है psi A की this is the electron for atom A. ये B की अलग अलग है. जब इनको ऐड करते हैं, when we add, तब कैसा बनता है हमारा wave function psi plus. This is called atomic orbitals. These are called molecular orbital. तो ये कौन सा molecular orbital है? Bonding molecular orbital. Psi plus is called a bonding molecular orbital. और psi minus क्या है? एंटी बॉन्डिंग molecular orbital. जब माइनस करते हैं तब क्या बनता है? नीचे को पीक जाती है. And see these are the electrons. These are the okay. तो ये psi plus के लिए. This is for the psi minus. Now this is called energy level splitting. This is called energy level splitting. See, when there is an interaction of psi and psi b, it means this is the diagram for psi plus. It means the psi plus, which is called a bonding molecular orbital, has a lower energy, and anti-bonding molecular orbital has a higher energy. तो देखिए psi और psi b का लेवल सेम है E, लेकिन इसका लेवल क्या है? एंटी बॉन्डिंग का ज्यादा है और बॉन्डिंग का क्या है? बॉन्डिंग molecular orbital has a lower energy, which is represented by E prime less than E, and for anti-bonding E prime greater than E. Let us take a value. Let us say अगर इसकी वैल्यू 100 है तो इसकी वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 80. और इसकी कितनी हो जाएगी? 100. कितनी हो जाएगी? 100. So it has a higher energy. It has a anti-bonding has a higher energy, and this phenomena is called a energy level splitting. Energy level splitting. इसका मतलब क्या होता है कि जब interaction start होती है, when the interaction is just about to start, the energy level splits. Energy level splits by the phenomena of overlapping. By the phenomena of overlapping of atomic orbitals. तो overlap करते हैं. When there is overlapping, then there is called a splitting. तो लिखिए दो लाइनें. लिखिए as shown from the diagram number 4, as shown from the diagram number 4, the energy level E of each electron, the energy level of each electron, ये क्या शो कर रहा है? diagram number 4, the energy level of each electron is split into the two energy levels. दो एनर्जी लेवल में स्प्लिट हो गया ना. एक लेवल किसमें स्प्लिट हो गया? दो में. ठीक है. The original energy level E of each electron is split into the two energy levels. The transformation of, तो हेडिंग लिखिए, डेफिनेशन आ सकती है डिफाइन एनर्जी लेवल स्प्लिटिंग. डेफिनेशन आ सकती है एक्सप्लेन एनर्जी लेवल स्प्लिटिंग. डेफिनेशन लिख लीजिए. What do you mean by energy level splitting? तो लिखिए the transformation of a single energy level, the transformation of a single energy level into the two or more separate energy levels. The transformation of a single energy level into the two or more separate energy levels is called एनर्जी लेवल स्प्लिटिंग. किसी एक एनर्जी लेवल का एक से ज्यादा एनर्जी लेवल में दो, एक का दो या तीन में टूटने को क्या बोलते हैं? एनर्जी लेवल स्प्लिटिंग. तो यहाँ पे एनर्जी लेवल किसमें स्प्लिट हुआ है? दो पार्ट्स में. वन इज फॉर साई प्लस, वन इज फॉर साई माइनस. साई प्लस हैज अ लोअर एनर्जी, साई माइनस हैज अ हायर एनर्जी. ओके, so it means what we can show that, so please write in the next point, when two atoms close to each other, when two atoms close to each other, comma, one energy level split into the two energy level. एक एटम कितने में स्प्लिट होता है? 2 में. So this which can be shown by the figure 6. When two atoms comes close to each other, one energy level splits into the two energy levels. Similarly, when three atoms comes close to each other, similarly when three atoms come close to each other, तब क्या होगा? The original level will split into the three levels. The original level split into the three levels. ठीक है? अब देखिए, दोबारा से देखिए एक बार. See, when there is no interaction, तो एनर्जी लेवल क्या है? अलग अलग. एनर्जी लेवल क्या है? E1 प्राइम. ठीक है? जब दो एटम्स पास आते हैं, when the two atoms just come close to each other and they start interacting, what will happen? तो ये देखो, ये किसमें दो एटम किसमें स्प्लिट हो गया? दिस इज फॉर, ये नीचे वाले दो किसके हैं? बॉन्डिंग के. ऊपर वाले दो किसके हैं? एंटी बॉन्डिंग. क्योंकि एक दो में स्प्लिट हो रहा है ना, तो दो किसमें हो जाएगा? 4 में. दो किसमें हो जाएगा? 4 में. दो नीचे के, दो, अगर 3 हो गए तो कितने स्प्लिट हो जाएगा? 6. 3 नीचे के, 3 ऊपर. You get my point? One atom will split, one energy level will be split into two energy levels, and for the two atoms, these two levels will split into the 4, and for three atoms, 3 into 2, 6. Let us make a diagram for three energy levels. बच्चों का बता सकते हो कैसे बनेगा? 3 का कैसे बनेगा? 3 का कैसे बनेगा? See, first of all, 1, 2, 3. बढ़ाइए. 1, 2, 3. This belongs to the bonding. 1, 2, 3. Now when three atoms interact with each other, it means these energy level will split into the 6. 3 for bonding and 3 for anti-bonding. And anti-bonding has a high energy, bonding has a lower energy. Let us give it a name. E1 prime, E1 double prime. This is called E2. This is called E2 prime. This is called E2 double prime. This is for 3 atoms. अगर मान लीजिए 4 एटम्स हैं, तब क्या होगा? For 4 atoms. For 4 atoms क्या होगा? क्या बन जाएगा? 1, 2, 3, 4. हाँ जी, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. ठीक है? तो नाम दीजिए, क्या बन जाएगा? 1, 2, 3, 4. क्या बन गया? E1 प्राइम, E1 डबल प्राइम, E1 ट्रिपल प्राइम. ये क्या बन गया? E2 प्राइम, E2 डबल प्राइम, E2 ट्रिपल प्राइम. Let us assume that there are n number of atoms. Let us assume that there are n number of atoms. So what would happen? तो क्या हो जाएगा? ये एनर्जी लेवल्स क्या हो जाएंगे? क्लोज. These energy levels come close to each other and will form a band, which is called a energy band. So I will make a diagram. Can you write this?
Yes, sir.
Please make the figure for the 4 atoms. Let us make a figure for a n number of atoms. Let us make a figure for n number of atoms. So what would happen? 1, सॉरी 1 2 3 ओके फॉर n 1 2 3 फॉर n नंबर ऑफ आइटम्स। तो क्या बनेगा भाई, क्या बनेगा, क्या बनेगा देखो 1 2 3 4 ऐसे बताने के लिए 1 2 3 4। तो ये क्या बन गया बैंड, दिस इज कॉल्ड अ बैंड। तो ये भी क्या बन गया, because these energy levels are so close to each other they will form a continuum and this continuum is called a band. So this band is called a energy band. So here this is a formation that how the idea of origination of energy band in solids takes place. This is the overall idea. When the n atoms come close to each other, they start interact means attraction or repulsion. As a result the energy levels comes close to each other, and as the energy level comes close to each other they will form a band, and these bands are called energy band. So this is the overall idea, okay, about the band theory of solids, and this is totally the qualitative explanation. In your syllabus there is a mentioned topic which is clearly written that band theory of solids, qualitative explanation. Okay, now there is a quantum mechanical explanation also. Okay, quantum mechanically scientists Bloch and Kronig-Penney, there is a Kronig-Penney model which totally explain the band theory of solids. तो उन्होंने भी बताया था by applying quantum mechanics laws, okay, by applying a quantum mechanics law, by writing a Schrödinger equation for electron, and the potential is assumed to be a periodic potential, and they concluded that there is a formation of bands, allowed band, forbidden band, allowed band, forbidden band. But that not is a part of the syllabus as far as your syllabus is concerned. So this is a qualitative explanation. Any doubt from this part? Any doubt from this part? So on the basis of bands, we explain the behavior of solids. We explain the behavior of solids. I'll going to say application part. What is the importance of band theory for solids? By applying the band theory of solids, we can distinguish which solid is conductor, which solid is insulator, and which solid is a semiconductor. For conductor, वंशिका क्या होता है? For conductor, this valence band and this conduction band, this valence band and this conduction band have a almost zero energy gap, and they overlap. Sometimes they overlap, or this energy gap is very very less. Now as this energy gap is very very large, as this band gap energy is very very large, Eg large, तो ये क्या होगा? This valence band, this conduction band, this is a insulator. This is conductor, this is a insulator, and for semiconductor the band gap is of the order of 1 electron volt approximately, because silicon has a 1.1 electron volt, and for germanium 0.7 electron volt. ठीक है, तो ये this is called a valence band, this is called a conduction band. So this is clearly shows that this is a semiconductor. So what is the utility of band theory of solids? यूटिलिटी क्या है? ये हमें क्या बताता है कि कौन सा सॉलिड कंडक्टर है, कौन सा सॉलिड इंसुलेटर है, और कौन सा सेमी। दिस इज ऑल अबाउट अपना फॉर द बैंड थ्योरी ऑफ सॉलिड क्वालिटेटिव एक्सप्लेनेशन। एनी डाउट फ्रॉम योर साइड? हिंदी वालों को समझ आया सबको? हिंदी वालों को जोसेफ आर गेटिंग दिस ऑल द पॉइंट्स? वेरी टिक 100%। ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट इट। इफ यू वांट टू आस्क एनी काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चन देन यू कैन आस्क। समझ आया क्या हो रहा है? एटम्स पास आ रहे हैं, एनर्जी लेवल पास आ रहे हैं, एनर्जी लेवल पास आएंगे तो क्या बनेगा? एक बैंड। क्या बनेगा? ठीक है, तो थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू।